this is the one thing that was keeping me from doing the tutorial in the first place, just ideas. There's a lot of folks out there who have different ideas on what they want to do, and I didn't really think I could really cover them all, because I know some people that want crazy real stuff, other folks want like crazy goofy stuff. So it's kind of hard to gauge, because I keep getting requests to like put whatever car up on a monster truck chassis, or fucking make any random old car a police car. So again, the main premise of kit bashing, the only limit really is your imagination. So get your hand out of your pants, stop crying, and go find a reference to make. You want to make that little model car there? Do it. You want to make the car on that poster there? Do it. You want to make the car on that poster there? Do it. You want to make my car? Do it. The next part of this here tutorial pertains to the actual process of the kit bashing and all. Again, this process is really only limited to your imagination, like we were talking about before, and your skills in 3ds Max or Z-Modeler, whichever one you choose. I don't know much about Z-Modeler to make a judgment on it, but I would use 3ds Max if I were you, because it's the definitive program, if that's the right word. But how do you learn to use 3ds Max? Well, that ain't my judge to call and stuff. That ain't my call, because there's plenty of tutorials out there on the internet and all that cool stuff. So turn this off, watch them, and then get back. Alright, now what I got here is a file that I was working on for someone. Now, as you can see, that's the max file. That's fucking camera. Max file, that's the scene itself. That there is the fucking DFF. The DFF, now I'm just talking pertaining to San Andreas and other GTA 3 era games. The DFF is the model itself, and the TXD are the textures. And as you can see, the TXD has all the textures pertaining to the model. Now you can see here that I added in another texture, which is for a machine gun, because you know the launch, it's a pretty shitty boat, but it has a machine gun. So if you want to use a machine gun on your car, just go look at the launch. It's not really that hard to add TXCs. Just do new 32. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you how to do it. There's plenty of other tutorials. But the DFF, it opens up the model. Yay, it's opened up in fucking 3ds Max. I use a student copy, so yeah, so don't say, I can't get a copy of 3ds Max. Ah! No, just get the student copy, you'll be set. Alright. Fucking takes a little, not too long to load. I've seen people who take a lot worse to load. Okay. And as you can see here, this is what we got. Now the chassis VLO, it's the low poly one, which is what you always see further away. You can tell it's a lot lower quality than the actual one itself. So, and this is the thing. Now again, as I said before, the only limit is your imagination and skills. So let's just take all these. And there we go. Now this brings me to the next step of the process. Oh, here comes the final-ish part of the process, exporting. I'm going to use cams. is an exporter, because there's a whole shit gobble of many multiple exporters out there. You got cams, segments, and I'm sure there's oodles more out there, but again, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna refer to this as cams. Alright, now you see here is the model. Delicious model. This isn't the one we were working on, this was an old one that I was doing. I'm filming this way out of sequence, but anyway, you unhide everything and make sure the far away model, low poly, whatever is there, the damaged models, etc. Make sure they're all there, because if they're not, it'll only export what's there, and that's not what you want. And so yeah, select them all, Control A. You go to the scripts, cam scripts, vehicle, that's what you want. You select your collision, which I have right there. Now you can either make your own collision or use the one that's already there, one of the two. And then you export it, save it as that, and that's how you export them. So yeah, that's all there really is to it, just a few button clicks, and you put it in your IMG, which you can do anyway. Again, there's lots of different tools for that, and I'm not going to say one way's better than the other unless there is. Again, if that's the case, just shoot it my way. Maybe your way's better than my way. Who knows? And I forgot to mention, before you go releasing this, get a buddy to test it, because it's one thing if you test it on your computer, but again, get a buddy to test it on there, because not only 4 pairs of eyes are better than 2, but however the hell that thing goes. But also, he might run into bugs that you haven't and stuff, and gauging on what kind of computer the two of you got between you, maybe he'll say, hey, your thing runs better on this computer, it doesn't show up on this one. Again, that's unlikely, but just something I thought I'd throw in, because that's what usually I do. Yay. Alright, good luck.